Hello crocheters, welcome to Crazy Cool Crochet. This is Sylvia. Well, what do you think? Doesn't this stitch make a gorgeous crochet shawl? Or do you prefer a crochet wrap? Whatever you want to call it, I think this stitch is just so incredibly unique. It's called the open wave stitch, and obviously you can see all the little waves here. And it's open because the more typical wave stitch is more closed up, it's denser. This one uses stitches in such a way that you get more of an open weave, which is exactly what I was looking for. I was so happy when I found this stitch because I wanted to make a shawl that was lightweight, flowy. I love my garments to be nice and flowy. So this one, the stitch matched up with the yarn so perfectly. And I want to give credit where credit is due. I found this stitch over at Crochet Me Lovely. The wave stitch often uses like multiple solid color yarns. I decided to go with this more variegated. Actually, I don't really think it's a variegated. What would you call this? I'm drawing a blank. Oh, jeez. Because you've got a good long length of the same colors going on, as you can see right here with the darker blue, the lighter blue, I don't know what that is, yellowish, greenish. Whereas with the variegated, you get tiny little, like almost like blocks, like little like blocks of color. I can't stand that actually. So anyway, I will show you the yarn in a little bit. So this one I worked long ways so that the waves just continue all the way down. Now this is going to require a very long starting chain. And if you cannot stomach that, I know there are so many people when they hear me say, chain 210, boom, they're gone. No, you don't want to do that because then you're going to miss out. However, I do understand that so many of you don't like to do those long starting chains. So you can conceivably work it this way. In other words, from the width going up instead of the length going across. You can do that, and I will give you the instructions for that. But that will give you just, a little bit of a wave, and then from the back you won't see the waves the way you would if you work it long ways. Okay, that's enough explanation of what we're doing here. Let me go ahead and give you some of the detail. For the yarn, I used a Bernat Softee Baby Jacquards. I think that's how you say that. And this is a number 3 or a baby yarn. However, this also has a sheen to it, which I love. I love yarn with a little bit of sheen for wearables. And these are 4.2 ounce skeins. I used about 3 skeins, or 287 yards. You do the math, because math is not my friend, and I don't have a calculator on me. For the hook, 4.25 millimeter, and some scissors, and that's it. Now, something I forgot to mention at the beginning was, when we are done with the shawl, you have the option to add fringe. I think fringe, nice long fringe, would have looked gorgeous on the ends. But because so many people dislike fringe, I decided I'll go along with you guys and I will just leave it plain. It's still obviously gorgeous. I just really love the look of fringe, but I'll go ahead and skip it this time. Okay, now this pattern uses a multiple of 16 plus 2. So if you want to make a longer this way shawl, then use a multiple of 16. So that means you will do 16 chains, 16 chains, 16 chains until you get to the length you want. I made this one a tad on the shorter side. So for the shawl, the size that you see me wearing in the photos, we start with a chain of 210. Like I said at the beginning, a lot of people are going to balk at that and just can't stand it. I'll give you some hints as we go along how you can make that a little less painful. And it's not painful really because it's a fun stitch. Okay, so what we do is chain 210. I'm working with a swatch. Chain 210, then single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Never count the loop on the hook. So the second chain, you would start a single crochet in each chain. You end up with 209 single crochets. If you decide to make this widthwise instead, then you would start with a chain of 98 and then follow the pattern just the same. Okay, so after you get your 209 chains, chain one and turn. Single crochet in the first two stitches. Chain one. Skip a chain or skip a single crochet. You're working under the two strands that form that little chain at the top. So skip one and then do a half double into the next stitch. Chain one, skip one, do a double crochet into the next stitch. Chain one, skip one, triple crochet in the next one. So loop it twice over the hook, pull through two, pull through two, pull through two, chain one, skip one, triple again, or treble, whatever you prefer. Pull through two, pull through two, pull through two, chain one. Now skip one and then do a double crochet in the next one. Chain one, skip one, half double in the next. Chain one. So can you see what's happening there? You're working your way up and then back down again. Now, skip one. Now we're going to do 3 single crochets over the next 3 stitches with no chains in between. One, 2, 3, chain 1. Skip one, half double in the next. Chain one, skip one, double crochet in the next. Chain one, skip one, triple crochet in the next. Chain one, skip one, triple crochet in the next. Chain one, skip one, double crochet in the next. Chain one, skip one, half double in the next. Chain one, skip one, single crochet in the last 2. Chain one. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so little recap. So what we're doing for the sequence, the wave sequence is what I'm calling it. Half double, double, triple, triple, double, half double. And then your 3 single crochets, and you're skipping one before and one after, and then half double, double, triple, triple, double, half double, and then the 2 single crochets. At the end of your row, you will chain 1 and turn. Now we will single crochet in each stitch all the way to the end. Single crochet in every stitch so that you end up with your beginning count of 209. And it's super important that you get the correct count. Now, here's one of my tips. In order to keep your count, what I do, you can change this up however you like. I count for 50 stitches, and then you can do a stitch marker, count the next 50, stitch marker, the next 50, stitch marker. So that way you're not trying to keep count of all 209 all in one shot. That's usually not even doable. You'll get interrupted, you'll forget where you were. So use your stitch markers, that will help a lot. Okay, so we are going to do a single crochet in each stitch. So starting in the first single crochet below, single crochet in the next single crochet in the chain 1. Into the space is fine. Then single crochet into the half double. This is the one that caused me problems, trying to figure out where to insert the hook. Single crochet in the chain 1 space, single crochet into the double crochet, into the chain 1 space, into the top of the triple, the chain 1 space, the triple. Oh, I made a mess out of that one. The chain 1 space, the double crochet, the chain 1 space, the half double. I insert my hook to the right of the half double. I just found that easier to keep track of. Then single crochet into the chain 1 space, and now single crochet into each of the 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Single crochet in the chain 1 space. That's where it's easy to get confused once you have several rows, or if you crochet too tightly, you're going to have problems. So try to relax your tension a little bit, because then these are going to end up pretty close together here if you're too tight, and you won't remember to add your single crochet into that chain 1 space. And there's that half double, so there's that little chain to the right of it, and then the chain 1 space, into the double, into the chain 1 space, into the triple, the chain 1 space, the triple, chain 1 space, the double, chain 1 space, the half double, the chain 1 space, and then in each of those last 2 single crochets, chain 1. And you're going to turn, and now you're going to do another row of single crochet, but this time back loop only. back loop only, single crochet in each single crochet, so you end up again with your original count. In case you're not familiar, the back loop only single crochet creates a ridge, which is exactly what we want. So you're going into the center of that chain at the top, and you're working through that back loop for a single crochet. Back loop, single crochet. So you're going to do that all the way across. At the end of that back loop only single crochet row, chain 5. 5 and turn. Okay, now we're going to do a triple crochet into this first space here. Chain 1. Skip 1, double crochet into the next, chain 1, skip 1, half double in the next, chain 1, skip 1, 3 single crochets over the next 3 stitches, chain 1, skip 1, half double, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, triple, chain 1, skip 1, triple, chain 1, skip 1, double, chain 1, skip 1, half double, chain 1, skip 1, 3 single crochets, chain 1, skip 1, half double, chain 1, skip 1, double, chain 1, skip 1, then triple crochet in the last 2. No chains in between. Chain 1 and turn. Now you're going to repeat the single crochet into each stitch, then chain 1 and turn, and then the back loop only single crochet into each stitch. After you have done your 2 single crochet rows, you'll chain 1, turn, and then you're going to repeat row 2. So we do a single crochet into the first 2 stitches, chain 1, skip 1, half double in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, double in the next, chain 1, skip 1, triple in the next, chain 1, skip 1, triple in the next, I keep losing my strand, chain 1, skip 1, double in the next, chain 1, skip 1, half double, chain 1, skip 1, 3 single crochets, chain 1, skip 1, half double, chain one, skip one, double, chain one, skip one, triple, chain one, skip one, triple again, chain one, skip one, double, chain one, skip one, half double, chain one, skip one, and then the last two single crochets, chain one and turn. Then you will do your row of single crochets, chain one, turn, a row of half double crochets. After you worked your 2 single crochet rows, you chain 5, then triple crochet in the first space, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, half double in the next, chain 1, skip 1, your 3 single crochets, chain 1, skip 1, half double, chain 1, double in the next, and you did skip 1, chain 1, skip 1, triple in the next, chain 1, skip 1, triple in the next, chain 1, skip 1, double, chain 1, skip 1, half double, chain 1, skip 1, 3 singles, chain 1, skip 1, half double, chain 1, skip 1, double, chain 1, skip 1, triple in each of the last 2 stitches. Then you chain 1 and turn and do your single crochet row and then your back loop only single crochet row. Can you see how the sequences are going and the waves? I think that's just gorgeous. Really, really cool. So that's how you will continue for the remainder of your shawl or wrap, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so just remember, you've got the one sequence that starts with the 2 single crochets, and then you work your sequence. Then when you come back around, you're going to have your triples. You start with your triples, and then your 2 single crochets. When you go back around, you start with the 2 singles. Work your waves, do your 2 single crochet rows, come back, and then triples again. That's how you keep track of where you're at. You're going to put it down, put it away, walk away, and then possibly forget what you were doing next. Single, triple, single, triple. We're going to work 24 of the sequence rows. So let me show you how I'm counting. So there's your first sequence, there's your second one. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, until you get to 24. Then do 1 row of regular single crochet to finish it off. Now if you're working widthwise, you're doing your waves this way, but you're going that way with a shorter panel, then you can just work for however long you want your wrap to be. That way you can customize the length however you want. Now I actually did finish off my first go round. On the edge I did a scallop stitch to finish it off, but it didn't look good. It actually looked nicer. I'm going to call it a raw edge because we're not putting any kind of a border at all, which I love that. I love that I don't have to do a border. So if you like this, thumbs up down below, please. That would be awesome. It's super helpful to the channel. And leave a comment if you would. Let me know what you thought, if you're going to make this. And of course, please head over to my Etsy shop and buy the pattern. That would be another great way to support my work. You guys get all this for free. It takes me a ton of time and effort. And, you know, there's costs involved. So you're welcome to also give me a super thanks. I don't know if you've heard of that, but down below the video where you see the little icons, you'll see a little heart, or possibly you'll have to open up to show more icons, and then you can click on there. You can choose to offer a little tip for my tip jar. If you do that, I will be forever grateful. Thank you. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.